Presenting the Spirit of Excellence Award to Steve Bass is his high school teacher and mentor, Blake Gould.
Wow, it's heavy. If you want to know a little secret about a lot of awards that I deal with, they sometimes actually put a weight in the bottom, so they feel heavier. I know they do that with the Emmy. In fact, they've upgraded the Emmy, so it's heavier than it used to be, so it feels more sophisticated and more important. The very first show that I designed was a remake of The Creature from the Black Lagoon, and I was 9. And I remember very distinctly the frustration that the driveway sloped in the wrong direction, and the orchestra seats actually ended up in the gutter. And the show starred my sister, but because I was so consumed with designing scenery, there was no script. So the performance ended up being an improvisational tour de force by a 5-year-old. But every day since then, I can't believe I'm saying this, but nearly 40 years, I'm 1 year shy of being 49, I have gotten up every day and designed scenery and loved what I've done, and I've just been making things. So one day, a friend of mine, a younger friend, asked me to do an interview to talk about what it means to be working in Hollywood, and I hate doing it, but I always say yes because I'm a huge supporter of young people and their probing questions, which ultimately end up saying secretly, I want your job. And so the question that they asked me was, how do you know when you've made it? And that was such a weird question because every day I'm just making things and I don't ever stop and reflect on what that means to have made it. But I had a very, very true and sincere answer, and I said to them, you know when you've made it, when you have a seat at the table, when you're sitting across and looking eye to eye at other great and inspiring people, and you're not an outsider, and you're not just there observing, but you're actually participating in something that is greater than one person could ever do on their own. And I'm telling you this story because it's not really about me. It's about you, right? Every person in here has a seat at a table tonight. And all of you people are making a difference. You are the people in your community that are the leaders, that have the passion, that are working together to create something pretty extraordinary. And so it's a real honor to be here with you tonight. But what is amazing is that, when I go to work and I collaborate with people to make television or theater, it's not quite as lofty as the idea of creating the future. And I think that that's what this room is doing. And you all have created the future for the 9-year-old version of myself. The kid that needed lumber and paint and a theater and an audience for his work, who needed amazing teachers to lead us and create a path forward, and who also knew how to get out of the way and just stand by and let kids do what they do best. And it's really inspiring to be here, and I have to tell you that the world is watching. Over millions and millions of people see the work that I do when it's broadcast on television. And I can guarantee you that millions and millions and millions of people are going to be seeing the work and the creativity and the vision of the kids in this community when they become leaders, when they're my age, when they're out there. So I want to thank all of you for what you're doing, both me here being some 49-year-old guy and the 9-year-old version of myself, because what you're doing really matters. It's really worth it, and it's really exciting to know that you're helping these kids become the very best version of themselves and to follow the passion that they believe them, even if they're just a little bit weird or a little unique. But everybody has a dream, and the more that we can build on that dream, the farther they're going to go. Thank you very much.